My name is Troy Molaiwa. I am an image architect under the brand Helen of Troy Styles. By image architect, I mean I build images. I create, fashionable, memorable looks for, different clientele, male, female, and everything, in between.
Hey, my name is Marco Louis. I am a makeup artist and I've worked with AFI, I guess, since its inception, really. I initially started studying fashion and that's kind of how I fell into all of this, but I started working at the MAC Cosmetics counter about 18 years ago, I guess, when I was a kid. What inspires me the most is just people. Like, I love a good laugh, I love people's stories, I love hanging out with people, and that really flows through in my work, Like, I never have a preconceived idea of the makeup that I want to create, unless there's a brief, of course, be a professional. But other than that, if someone says, do what you do, I kind of draw from that. The makeup happens as they're sitting in my chair, like it evolves every second as it goes, it's not sort of like, let's do this, Instagram makeup. Like I said, I was a kid, the Mac kind of scooped me up and put me on the events team, so we were working backstage. The best memories really was the camaraderie, that's how it felt with AFI always, that collaboration. It felt like family, even sitting in the store, just feels like I'm kind of home.
Oh my God, it's so crazy because I started working for AFI. I actually started attending shows at AFI, and one of my visions was, I wonder what is going on out behind the scenes. Every time a model would come out of the ramp, I'd be like, I wonder what's going on there. I'm very much interested. And on the one day, I was, pieced a job through Umzingeli Productions, who's also part of AFI, and they were looking for dresses, people that are going to assist behind the scenes. And I remember being one of the dressers, and it just happened so regularly that I ended up just being a AFI baby. There's quite a couple of exciting projects that I have worked on and exciting people that I've worked with over the years. I mean, I have been styling for about 8-9 years now, and within that, I just have a couple, but top of my mind, which I'm also doing currently, is the Real Housewives of Johannesburg as well as Cape Town. I did a stunning cookbook cover for Chef and Tea. It's still one of the biggest highlights of my career because every time I look at the book, I just see my work that is just so timeless.
My name is Katlego Magano, and I am the creative director at Oak Ave and co-founder of Oak Ave, and a stylist and also a young producer for AFI. Those shows were exciting, a lot of pressure. I think a lot of people don't really know what goes behind the scenes. They just see the models coming out, or they see the editorial come out and they're like, okay, wow, this is beautiful, and they don't really understand what goes behind the scenes. So with AFI, the nice thing was they kind of teach us from the ground up. So they gave you that experience that you need, and they basically nurture you to become the person that you should be for the future.
I'm Thabang Mapokgole. I am a fashion stylist and a visual merchandiser. So I recently got a permanent position at African Fashion International after freelancing for them for 3 years, and it was just one of the best news I got this year. And I'm, as a visual merchandiser and / stylist, I'll be responsible for the stores. When they open stores, I'll design the layout. I'll make sure that the merchandise selection is proper. I like saying I'm a storyteller, right? So we all tell stories in different ways. I tell my story through windows. So when it comes to visual merchandising and styling for House of Nala, because we deal with different designers, right? Pan-African designers, local designers, we need someone to narrate their stories. African fashion is going to great places. It's actually in the right places. We are on the right track. A lot of international brands, they copy our stories or they tell our stories. But which other better people to tell our stories than us? So we're starting to realize that there's something special that we have, and slowly but surely we are getting there, and we have the likes of Maxhosa, Palisa Mukubung, David Lali, Gavin Raja, who are making sure that they are always on 100% on whatever they do.
We don't value sometimes like our work that we do, and internationally they would come through and they would actually see something that we've done and actually be like, oh, that was amazing. Like, actually, let's incorporate that into our new collection.
AFI has become the voice to a lot of creatives. It's become the beacon of hope to a lot of creatives. It is not easy making it on your own as a creative within such a big industry. So AFI is one of those platforms where you as a creative still have that hope that, okay, if somebody's speaking on my behalf, then I'm now able to lay back and let things unfold through the platform. So it plays an immense role in a lot of creatives' lives, especially the creatives that are within the organization.
What better platform? Like, African designers are really just like, it's everywhere now, right? Like it's a patent, and like if you guys come and visit the store, you will see that little bags like this cost 2,000 Rand. We did it, we made it. Like, African designers are now on the forefront of everything, and that's the most wonderful thing to see over the past 15 years. Like, it's happening. I think definitely, you know, being associated with a brand like AFI is like, I mean, that for AFI specifically, like, I've worked all of the international fashion weeks, you know, and like I said before, I've never really felt that camaraderie like I did with AFI. So it's so critical. Like, the AFI elevated my career completely. Like, from the start, working one of those backstages, like, sure, your name's not going to go on the product, right? But like, you leave there feeling like you were part of something just enormous. So gosh, for the youngsters out there who's going to experience like working this career and whatever, I really hope you have the opportunity to experience something like AFI at some point in your career, because it does take it to the next level.
Happy birthday, first of all, to AFI. You guys have been a leader in the industry, and keep on doing what you are doing, growing and building, and yeah, like you're doing now with the store also.
First of all, I'd like to just start by saying, happy birthday, AFI! So I'd just like to say happy birthday. There's, you know, so much that AFI has contributed to a lot of us young creatives. So I'd like to wish AFI happy birthday. May you grow older, and may you still remain the beacon of hope to a lot of us creatives.
Happy 15 years to African Fashion International. Keep on doing great. Keep on believing in young people. Keep on believing in young people who somehow they look like they don't know what they're doing, but because you see something in them, keep on doing that. So keep on giving young creatives a platform.
AFI, first of all, like, congrats on 15 years. I can't believe it's been 15 years. Like, that's just incredible. And like, I guess for a bunch of us must have said thank you already, but like, thank you for the platform. Keep doing that. Like, you really are giving African artists an opportunity to do something just wonderful. And like, yeah, congrats on the 15 years. Here's to 15 more.